This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Woman on the Rise recipient, Memorial Hospital negotiation with Anthem, Indiana State Police announce promotion, Kurt Googsell will be in with sports, and WJTS Informed continues with Mike Vogler and Rick Hockett. All this and more coming up next on 18 WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the WJTS News. German-American Bank Jasper Executive Assistant Evelyn Rivas is this year's recipient of the IBA Woman on the Rise Award. Rivas was presented with the award at the Banking of Women Conference of the Indiana Bankers Association in Indianapolis on November 21st. Each year, the prestigious award recognizes a woman in emerging bank leadership who is community active, achievement-oriented, and who contributes to team success. Rivas joined German-American Bank 8 years ago as a part-time employee while still in high school. She continued work part-time while studying at Indiana University. After graduation, she was hired as a full-time member of the bank's training and development team and was promoted to executive assistant last year. Rivas is quite active in the community. She also holds leadership roles with the Association of Latin Americans in Southern Indiana, the Latino Collaboration Table, the Vincennes University Jasper Foundation, the IU Center for Rural Engagement, the Du Bois Community County Foundation Grants Committee, Du Bois Strong Board of Directors, and the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce, among others. She also volunteers with Lincoln State Park and the Huntingburg Optimists. For more information about Rivas and her accomplishments, head to our website, WJTS.tv. Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center has an update about their negotiation with Anthem. The hospital met face-to-face with Anthem on Wednesday. According to a press release from the hospital, no agreement has been reached yet, but discussions will continue. The hospital says they are making every effort possible to meet an equitable solution over the course of the next week. Patients with Anthem insurance are urged to call the Memorial Health Resource Center at 812-996-6399. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is investing $635 million in projects in 42 states, and some of those are right here in southern Indiana. The town of Oaktown in Knox County is receiving a $473,000 loan from the USDA. The city of Petersburg in Pike County is receiving a loan of $4,615,000 and a $7,553,000 grant from the USDA. And the city of Cannleton in Perry County is receiving a loan of $2,462,000 and a $6,809,000 grant from the USDA. All of these loans and grants will go towards helping with water and waste developments in rural parts around Indiana. Indiana State Police Superintendent Douglas G. Carter has recently announced the promotion of Detective Mike Allen to the rank of Sergeant. Sergeant Allen will serve as a district squad leader for troopers assigned to the Jasper Post. Allen graduated from Springs Valley High School in 1997. He is a United States Marine Corps veteran and began his career in law enforcement in November of 2001 in Orange County. In July of 2012, he was invited to the 72nd Indiana State Police Recruit Academy. After 6 months of arduous training, he graduated and was presented the Firearms Proficiency Award from Dr. Paul Whitesell. Indiana State Police Superintendent Douglas Carter named Allen the District Trooper of the Year in 2014 and 2017. He was also named Indiana Trooper of the Year in 2017. He is a recipient of the Combat Action Award and the Bronze Star. In 2018, Allen was promoted to detective and transferred to investigations where he specialized in crimes against children. During his career with the state police, he has served in several capacities, including Tactical Intervention Platoon Riot Team, where he was deployed to Cleveland, Ohio for the Republicans' National Convention. Hostage crisis negotiator, covering 36 counties and has had over 40 negotiations. Clandestine lab technician, meth suppression, certified in Quantico, Virginia, and responsible for dismantling meth labs and unknown powders. Honor guard, casket watch, firing party, and folding of the flag at officer funerals and other public events. Field training officer, direct training of new troopers, drug recognition expert, certified at the Indianapolis Metro Police Facility in Jacksonville, Florida. Specializing in drug-impaired driving and testifying as an expert on the witness stand for prosecutors and other agencies. Critical Incident Team serves as a critical incident officer assisting officers who have been involved in critical use of force incidents. Alan and his wife, Rosie, still live in Orange County and have 3 children, Megan, Emily, and Blake. A record-breaking number of people will hit the road or sky next week. The AAA says more than 55 million people are planning to travel 50 miles or more away from home this Thanksgiving. This will be the second highest Thanksgiving travel volume since 2005. Overall, an additional 1.6 million more people are traveling this year. And when compared to last year's numbers, this is a 2.9% increase. According to the AAA travel forecast, car travel is expected to increase nearly 3%, with 2019 volume on the road topping 49.3 million. 4.4 million Americans are expected to take the skies this Thanksgiving season, and the number of people traveling by other modes, such as trains or buses, will increase by 1.4% to 1.49 million people. For more information, head to newsroom.aaa.com. The Purdue Extension Office held its annual report and luncheon on Wednesday afternoon at the Vincennes University Jasper campus. 4-H officials and local farmers came together to network, eat lunch, and listen to Purdue University Department of Botany and Plant Pathology professor Dr. Peter Goldsboro share his insights on GMOs. Purdue Extension Office educator Kenneth Eck explains how Dr. Goldsboro's talk can impact our community.
We're a big food-producing county, mainly livestock, but there's a lot of field crops, corn, soybeans, wheat, other things we're trying right now with the local farmers. And by understanding what some of these terminologies mean, like genetically modified organisms, things that have been modified for hundreds and thousands of years in some cases, we just need to have a better understanding of what our food means, how we can use it, and also what the things being grown around us actually mean to the consumer and to some of the industry sources we work with here in the county.
Goldsboro's presentation, titled Genetically Modified Crops, Marvel or Malady, drew the attention of several farmers. The Scottish native gives us a closer look to what his presentations were about.
In agriculture, probably 90% of the crops that are grown in the state and in the country for things like corn and soybeans, these have been genetically modified using new techniques of biotechnology. Okay, and they're very widely grown, but there's a lot of concern about whether these are safe or not. And so this is my area of expertise, and I like to talk about this, and I like to discuss why these things have been developed, how they're used, and whether or not there are real safety concerns about using these types of crops.
Dr. Goldsboro also explains why this technology is essential as the population grows in years to come.
We need things like this type of technology, if we're going to be able to feed a growing population and also use less pesticides in some cases, and to develop crops that are going to be better suited to the changing climate conditions that we're going to experience in the future.
At the end of the presentation, farmers were able to ask the professor questions and get a better understanding of what GMOs are and the technology behind it. The Purdue Extension Office of DuBois County appreciates the following institutions for sponsoring the program: German American, Freedom Bank, Old National Bank, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, and Farm Credit Mid-America. For more information about the Purdue Extension Office of DuBois County, head to extension.purdue.edu/DuBois. With firearms season for deer underway, it's important that hunters know how to hunt safe and how to hunt legal. DuBois County Conservation Officer Joe Haywood says that most of the hunting accidents in this area involve firearms and tree stands. Haywood explains that simple muzzle control and safety harnesses can help keep hunters safe this season.
The majority of our hunting accidents, they're going to be either firearms related or tree stand accidents. And tree stand accidents are usually the majority of our hunting accidents. So with firearms, it basically just comes back to the basics, like we teach in Hunter Ed. Muzzle control. So never point the end of the gun at anything you don't want to shoot, kill, or destroy. Make sure you have your safety on. Whenever you're going to shoot at something, make sure you identify your target and what's beyond that target. When it comes to tree stands, usually when we see our accidents is when people are getting in or out of the stand, and simply just wearing a safety harness, that would not eliminate all of them, but it would eliminate the majority of our tree stand falls that we see.
Haywood explains that conservation officers see multiple hunting violations a year during hunting season. He says that performing acts such as firing from a vehicle, trespassing, and hunting without a license are illegal activities that can get a hunter in big trouble.
Okay, so typical violations that we would see during the deer firearm is the lack of people purchasing licenses. So not having a license where they needed to have a license. We see people that hunt over bait, so that's kind of been popular the last few years. We see people who trespass, and that's an every year thing. We also get complaints about people who are jacklighting, so going out at night shooting deer from vehicles with spotlights, and those are all, I guess, typical things that we would see and things that our officers have dealt with already this season.
Haywood mentions that if hunters either feel charitable or just have excess meat from this hunting season, there's a special program called Hunt for Hungry program where hunters can donate their meats to those in need.
If you harvest a deer and maybe you can't eat all the meat, or maybe you just want to do something good for somebody else, you can take the deer to Sanders Processing or Ferdinand Processing here in the county, and if you donate it to the Hunt for Hungry program, all your processing fees are covered. It doesn't cost you any money at all. And it's just a good way for our hunters to give back to the community and help those that are, maybe a little less fortunate.
We here at 18 WJTS wish everyone a safe and happy hunt this season. A reminder that the Patoka Valley Toy Farm Machinery Show is this weekend. The show will take place at the DuBois County 4-H Fairgrounds Sunday from 9 to 3 p.m. Admission is $1. Kids 9 and under are free. For more information, call Cheryl at 812-634-9135 or Joe and Carla at 812-326-2641. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and inform are coming up next on 18 WJTS News.